la la la, roti, kapda or makan. We all want to truly have our beautiful house and live with our loved ones. To make life beautiful, all we need is a lovely house, be it small or big. Please, let's welcome here at our Wow Talks the very renowned architects who fulfills everyone's dreams and gives them their dream house. May we please welcome architect Pankaj Chiraniya, founder and CEO of Chiraniya Consultancy, architect and interior designer, author of Amazon best-selling book, Create Your Own Paradise on Earth. Right now, this room is a paradise for us. Hi, architect Pankaj. How are you doing? Let's welcome him. How are you doing?
I'm all fine. Great.
So
great.
wonderful meeting you.
Same here.
Please come.
Thank you.
I like to see this book first.
Yes.
So this is Creating Your Own Paradise on Earth, authored by architect Pankaj Chiraniya. So actually, we owe all the happiness, joy, and smiles to the architects of our country. First to the real estate sector for giving us the house, and then once we get the space, just to make it the perfect way which is suitable to us is done by them. So thank you for making this world a better place to live in, Pankaj. How does it feel being here with us at WowTalk?
It's so amazing and feel blessed to be in people with so talents and so much contribution is happening through this platform. Thank you, WowTalk.
You know, whatever you do in your life, your work, like you said, you want to create your own paradise on earth. It's always a wow feeling. Like,
Yes.
you know, the moment people come in the house, wow, who's done this? Or the office, or the space. So that's exactly for you, every day is a wow bit.
Yes.
You work for the wow bit.
Exactly, that is where, suppose if I ask you a question like, if you get a call from some of your distant relative and he or she says that in an hour or two, he or she is dropping at your place, at your home. So what is the first thing that you would like to do at your home?
Of course, serve them and ask them if they like to have something.
Before they come?
Preparation.
Preparation.
Of course.
And?
Of course. Just be well dressed and prepare yourself. And a little excitement and the wow feeling that we're expecting someone. Yeah. What else do you do? Tell me.
About your home?
Just keep it clean, nice, and make sure that it's aesthetically very good looking.
And why is it so?
Because someone is coming home, we want them to praise us and we want them to say, wow, what a house. This is exactly what we look forward to.
So that is what I mean to say, that your house speaks a lot about you. Who you are as a person, who you are in your life speaks a lot about you. Your home is somewhere, today it has become a symbol of status. So that is one of the best thing about home. Like each of us, like as you said in starting, roti, kapda or makan. So we are one who is looking after of the home. And now, no doubt, apart from roti, kapda and makan, internet is one more addition to it.
Aajkal, add on.
Exactly. So this is where I am as an architect and interior designing, working since last 2002 independently in a small city like Akola and around. With a team of 150 plus people, we are here to glorify utility. We are here to give space to people to create their own paradise on this earth.
Beautiful. You know, we face our own challenges in our field, you know, of interior designing and architecture, and especially after RERA coming in, I think it's been a good help to us. It's been a blessing, I feel, for everyone, for everyone at large. What are the challenges that you faced where you felt that this is actually a failure and you realized that I need to do something to get out of this, and then you realized because you experienced, you may call it experience or failure, it's on one's perception, but then you realize what success is all about. Which was that turning point in your life, and how did you even get that feel?
So it's a long journey, and before that, like as you said, success. So before any success, for a long-term success, I would say there are series of failures, and that is where the stepping stone is. So coming back to the story, like let me take you. Since childhood, during our school days, I was very weak in amounts, in calculations, in short, mathematics. I used to avoid it, it was so complicated. And it was a day when I was in my 5th standard, and it was a test of mathematics, and I wanted to avoid it. I was praying to God, like somewhere, somehow, the sir should not come to the school today. And by God grace or by luck, whatever you say, that was the day. And in morning in assembly, it was announced there is a drawing competition out of the campus in another school, and whoever wants to participate during the school hours, please give your names to the school teacher. And I was the first to go, and that was the time. And luckily, in that drawing competition, I won the 2nd prize.
Oh, wow.
And that was the turning point. And before that, let me tell you, in that very semester, I failed in maths drastically. And I didn't have the courage to show the marks to my parents. But it had to be shown and it has to be revealed. So being into a Marwadi family, Baniya family, grain merchant family, the first thing that came from my parents, I mean my father and grandfather's mouth, Baniya ka beta, हम calculation उंगलियों पे करते, we do the calculations on.
They're the best.
Fingers.
They don't need calculator.
How can you fail in maths? See to your brother who tops every time in maths. And that was the time, for the very first time, a boy of 13 years experienced something is wrong here. I do not belong. And that was the point I had decided that I need to prove myself. And already tested the...
What age was this?
It was 13-year-old.
Oh, you were very young at that time, and तभी भी आपको ऐसे, okay.
So
you just got to hear
that
this.
is still fresh in my mind, and that was the point where I turned. And since I've experienced the success of into drawing competition, and that was the point that this is something that I need to explore. And from then, I took classes for drawing and participated in various competitions, and from there my interest went into the drawings. And after my 10th standard, to be very true, I wanted to be an artist.
Sure.
But again, the typical mindset comes in. And what would you do? What would you earn? Painting bana ke kya kama lega? And that was the scene. And somewhere, somehow, that was a heartbreak for me. And I was thinking like what to be done. So I came up, I was reading some book, and I read that line. Architecture is the mother of all arts.
Wow, architecture is the mother of all arts.
And for me, till before that, it was like, what I could say is, art is equal to heart into hand into mind. But after coming to architecture, or after, when I was going through this architecture, studying about it, for me, architecture became as, architecture is art multiplied by technology, multiplied by nature. So that is architecture.
Wow. Okay.
Art, technology, and nature is architecture.
Super.
So that is where, and it was again, it was not easy for me to enroll my parents into architecture because they were from a business background and grain merchant. So anyhow, after a lot of doing tantrums, as you can say, I anyhow enrolled them, or you can say convinced them that I want to be in architecture.
Wonderful. And not only that, he's also penned down the book and achieved so much at this very young age. Pankaj, yes, you were saying something. And
but God has his own plans. Life has its own plan. Again, when I took admission in first year in Pune University in architecture, I was at the 7th sky. Ab to sab jinga lala. It was all that way. But as I said, life has its own plan. In the first year, first semester, again, I came across with this subject called as structures, which has all these calculations with all this mathematics and all this thing, and I again terribly failed. And I didn't have that guts to show to parents, because against their wish, I took admission into architecture.
So true.
And it was like,
but what was the reason? I'm sure you might be focused since you wanted to do that. You were passionate about it. What was the reason?
Reason was because I was completely into drawings, making sketches, making drawings and all this thing, and never
Focused on exactly what you want.
That is creativity, and that is what I could say creativity, the kala, as my first wife.
First wife.
Yeah, and no doubt I have two wives. One is creativity, my first wife, and I could say like 1,000+ children.
Good.
Through this.
Wonderful.
And but again, there were a lot of thoughts going on in my mind. Am I doing correct? I'm going against my parents' wish. Is it something that I need to leave? Is it something that I need to boycott and go back to my shop and do all those things? But again, after regenerating myself, I left no stone unturned. My day used to start at 4 a.m. and night at 12. And this is way how things went. And after the second semester, that is the first year's final exam, I was called in the office of my principal, and I was said, "Congratulations, Pankaj, you have topped in the college."
So from failing, in college, in the math subject, to topping
in first
the
year.
College. So here we have the mantra to everyone who's watching us here at WowTalk. What is that mantra you like to give everyone? Is it just the mindset? Is it the focus? Or is it God's grace? What works?
I would say 80% mindset and 20% skills.
80% mindset. So it's all, if it's in your mind,
Yeah.
वो जरूर होगा.
Because see, in architecture, we as creators, what we do is everything that happens in real has to be first created in mind. Once it is in mind, then it comes on paper, and then it comes in real. So mindset is very important. That is what I could say. Second would be hard work. There is no shortcut. Hard work is something which is mandatory. And failures are the stepping stones. No doubt about that.
But this is a very unique thing, that you're not making it in maths, flunking and then topping. It's very nice. I mean that's where you were built. Your entire personality. You say thinking personality. Your EQ was really well built.
And one motto behind all this was to prove myself also. Because somewhere when I was in 5th standard, I was told that tu itna nahi kar sakta. And that was the point where I had that thing, I need to prove. And that was the driving force.
And I want to know, since you belong to the beautiful Marwari family, what do you have to say now? अब क्या बोलते हैं?
जैसे मारवाड़ी में कहावत है कि थारो तो थारो, थारो भी मारो.
हाँ.
So it is like now it's time to give. So this book is for those like all those people who want to create their own paradise on this earth.
Huge.
We don't know about the Swarg, we don't know about the
heaven, about the later experiences, but we can do it right now here itself on earth.
So that is the book all about. And this hard work gave me a lot of things. And in my final year, I've topped in Pune University in final year. So that was the wow moment for me.
But it's a complete different feeling, no? I mean, college changed you completely. It's a complete different feeling where people go astray. You got your path to wisdom and to success.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing your little tips, very softly, not directly mentioned. You said that was a wow factor, that of course we heard, but very softly. So I want you all to watch this episode again. And at the same time, architect Pankaj has said so many things in a very silent way, which probably only when you listen to him very clearly, you will be able to grasp it and be the best version of yourself. Let's give it up for architect Pankaj. Architect Pankaj, what is that beautiful message you like to give? Of course, mantra to aapne bata diya, you shared with us your success story. One message you like to give for all those who are aspiring to become future architects and maybe are not again good in maths? Maybe.
Yeah.
I have no
So,
idea.
That is a very good question, and thank you for that. One thing that I would like to share is, if you keep on doing the same thing again and again, repeating the same thing, expecting different result, I could say that is ridiculous. So to get new results, you need to sow new seeds.
Okay, so let's sow new seeds.
So that is what, like, banging on the same thing again and again and expecting new result is nothing going to happen. For getting new results, you have to carry on the path which is untraveled, which is new. No doubt there would be breakdowns, but after breakdowns, you need to get breakthroughs.
And be your original self.
Yes. And passion is something you need to pursue. Without passion, nothing can happen. Because that is the thing which you breathe, which you eat, which you talk, and which you walk. That's it.
Oh, so I'm going to have an energetic wow, which I'm going to request Architect Pankaj to do it. I'm just going to point to you and then you're going to do wow, okay?
Yeah, sure.
1, 2, 3.
Wow.
That was a big one. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you.
I'm going to please request our dignitaries, Gaurav ji, and all our dignitaries to kindly join us here.
I would like to present this book to Gaurav ji and
Yes, please. You can do that. Your autograph book.
oh my God.
Come. Come, girls. Give us the shawl.
Basically
Jitendra
from
ji, if you're
Rajasthan, but
listening
now
to
in
me, can we
Maharashtra,
have you
Akola.
here?
Akola.
Akola.
Yeah. In a small town of Akola. Sure.
Very interesting conversation. Come, you can do it, sir. Gaurav ji.
Come in the middle. Come in the middle.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us here. Oh, he's here. Come, come. Come, come, Jitendra ji.
Thank you.